Tierney.
Coach Jesse Pearson, Side Lacrosse, congratulations first of all on the win tonight and then heading into Saturday's championship game. Kind of the same question I had asked Chase, obviously Fairfield's going to be a different team come Saturday from last weekend. What are you guys going to do to plan around for that game on Saturday?
Well, it's interesting. As we look back on our Fairfield game the other day, last week, they played, and even Andy Copeland, their coach, who I have a great deal of respect for, said they played us pretty vanilla. So we're expecting more. We're expecting more stuff out of them, and they've got really good offensive players. They've got a couple of kids that can really cause you problems, and we've just got to hope that we can come out. Last game we jumped on 4-1, and then they jumped on us in the second quarter 2-0. So it made for a little bit of frenetic halftime, and then the guys came out and actually it was 7-4 going into the fourth. So we had to play it. It was a good, tough game, and we know it's going to be more of the same. One of the reasons I wanted to play the afternoon game, but kind of got overridden by some other people around here, was that they got 3 or 4 hours extra rest, which is critical at this point. But we're at home. We're we won the last time, and we've got to just continue to do what we do.
Sure, you touched on it right there. I mean, obviously it's a quick turnaround. You just have tomorrow to kind of regroup, and then you're back at it Saturday morning. How are you guys going to adjust to that? I mean, you do have home advantage, which is nice.
Well, this is why we play our tournament back in March. We play Saturday, Sunday, and without even a day's rest. And when the guys get through with that, they need a few days off and a rest. If they're gonna go to the places we dream about going in this program, which will be to a Final Four, someday they might have to play on Saturday and Monday for the big one. So this is all in preparation for those kind of days, and hopefully this puts us in a good spot for the NCAA tournament. And they're just going to have to. This is why they're young, and this is why they're athletic. If it was me, we wouldn't be able to do it on Saturday, but it's not. And we have some depth that we've developed, and we feel like we have to just come out and do our thing, and they can worry about being tired afterwards.
You just talk about your young group of midfielders, the sophomores, particularly Chase and Cam Flynn, Eric Law, and just talk about that group and how they've matured over the year.
Yeah, you never want people to get hurt, but Andrew Lay and Patrick Rogers getting hurt, we saw them both out here again tonight, which is a really comforting feeling. We didn't ask them to do a lot tonight because we knew it was going to be a pretty physical game. But those young guys got a lot more time. I'd say the two guys that got the most benefit from that were Hayden Schutte and Harrison Archer. And I think that it's just now that they've gotten all that experience, they're not in awe when they go out there. And it's a young group. Cam Flint is a bear to cover. He really is. Jeremy's quick, and Chase Carrera's one of the best athletes in Division I lacrosse. Now you're throwing in guys like Law, and now Lay is back, and it's pretty nice to know that you got midfielders who can score if they're shutting down Demopoulos and Baxter and Mark Matthews like they did tonight.
On the defensive end, what exactly worked tonight, and how important was Jamie in the net?
Well, Jamie, as Trevor just said, and Trevor's, his goalie coach, and Trevor's been a, Division I goalie and a pro goalie, and he knows what this is all about. He thought it was one of the finest goalie games he's ever seen tonight. And so, if it's coming from his mouth, I'll believe him. I just thought it got to a point where Jamie just, once you get a goalie playing that well, the shooters try too hard, and they actually make it a little easier on him. So he was just phenomenal tonight. Now, I also believe that our defense forced them to take some shots. Again, I mentioned that they were missing 2 players that were really good offensive players, so that they were a little short-handed there. But Logan Schuss, number 18, he is maybe one of the best attackmen. He's definitely one of the best attackmen in the country, if not one of the top 2 or 3. And Jeff Brown just did a phenomenal job again on him.
Earlier in the week, you talked about the importance of beating Ohio State. Is there just as amount of importance of beating Fairfield?
Well, what Ohio State represented was they represented the roadblock to having the chance to play a Fairfield or Loyola for the championship. There's no trouble getting guys ready to play for championships. You know, we've tried to break the season into 3. The first one was a regular season. We won that championship. The second one is this season, is this 2-game ECAC tournament, and we're trying to win that. And the third season will hopefully be the NCAA tournament. So it's not going to be very difficult getting these guys ready for Saturday morning.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Coach.